everybody, it's Diane here from Di's Den. How are you going? This is our card this week. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a retirement card, and that's the inside. This is done from a sketch that Dawn Griffiths does a sketch once a week, and so her sketch was this layout design and my inspiration for this card. Okay, so let's show you what stamp sets we're going to use. We're going to use this one, which is a new stamp set in the new annual catalogue this year, and it's called On to Adventure, and I think it's just fantastic. It's got lovely images of older people on there, and the sayings are: congratulations on your next adventure, happy retirement, ready for that hole-in-one, smile, follow your bliss, wishing you everything wonderful. So we're going to use all these 4 images, and we're going to use this one, congratulations on your next adventure and happy retirement. But we're also going to use, this is all optional, but this is what I'm using. I'm using this tiny little bird here out of the Snow Front set, which is in the holiday catalogue. But I just put him on the top of the flag here. I just thought he just looked so cute sitting on the top of that flag. So that's, as I say, that's optional. That's only because that's what I want to do. And I used this Above the Clouds, which is in the annual catalogue, for these birds here and the little heart, which you can see the hearts here and the birds here. That's just because that's what I wanted to do. They are optional if you don't have all these stamp sets. Well, you know that's. But I mean, we're only looking at the design. So this is, I love this stamp set. So let's go. I'll show you what we need for this card. Alright, it's not a real lot actually. So the first thing we're going to need is a card base that measures 5 7/8 by 8 1/4, and I've done that in Sahara sand. And then we're going to need, a strip for the front of the card, which I've done in an early espresso, and this measures 5 7/8 by 1 3/4. Then for our front panels, we're going to need 3 pieces in the early espresso that measure 3 1/4 by 1 3/4, and 3 that in the very vanilla that measure 3 by 1 1/2, and then our insert, which is in very vanilla, which measures 5 5/8 by 3 7/8, and then another piece of very vanilla and early espresso, just small pieces, just to put our sentiment, which we've done here on the front with. So which I just pop them on and then cut them out. Alright, so let's get cracking and we'll show you what we need. Alright, so we're going to start, let's move this card out of the way now. We're going to start with our scoreboard, and we're going to score our card on the long side at the 4 1/8 mark, which is the first mark after the 4. So, and that's all the scoring we're going to do. So let's fold our card, making sure it all folds together neatly, because we don't want it to be yucky. And we're going to just furnish it over like so. That is the front of our card done. We're going to put our strip on, which is going to go top to bottom. So if it's like this one looks a tiny bit long, once we're finished we can trim it off. So we're going to stick this on. Oops. Alright, and now I've put this about, I don't know, half an inch or so from the edge here, so maybe finger width from the edge, depending on what you want. There's no right or wrong, and we've just stuck that on there like that, and that's a tiny little bit longer, so I will actually trim that off the bottom there, and that's that piece done. That still looks a little bit long. Let's trim that a bit tighter. That looks better. Yeah, heaps better. Okie dokie. So that's the front of our card done. Well, at the present time anyway. So let's pop that out of the way, and we will get our piece of scrap in because we're going to stamp on our 3 pieces of card first. So we're going to stamp our, let's bring our set in. We're going to stamp on our 3 pieces for the front. We're going to stamp these 3 images here. This one here with the holding his golf flag goes on the inside. So we're going to stamp these 3 first. So let's move them out the way as well. And we will start. Whoops. And we're going to stamp him. It doesn't have to be in the centre. It can be anywhere on there. So it's not like there's any right or wrong. So let's move him out the way and bring in the other ladies now. And we'll bring in the other lady as well. It looks to me like she's shopping, which is something I love to do anyway. So, okay, so then while we're at it, we might as well stamp our golf man in the corner down here. Yep, he's beautiful, and his saying, which I've stamped in the black as well. So let's just check this up the right way. Yes. So we're going to pop this on here. This says, congratulations on your next adventure. We will stamp our happy retirement on our piece of, let's pop that on there so I can see it better. White. Oops, that don't look very straight. Let's start again. Turn it over. Excuse my head being in the picture if it is. That's a bit better. Not much, but it's a bit better. Okay, so that's that. Then we're going to stamp, and I didn't bring them over. Please give me 5 seconds. I'll get my, oh no, that's okay. No, I will stamp my heart using my red pen. Oh, sorry, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just putting them on here, and I'm going to stamp some hearts in the red. Like so. And then in the early espresso, let's get my early espresso, I'm going to stamp the bird the same way on the top of the flag. Okay, let's put the lid on that, and then the only other bit is we're going to stamp the other birds with the black memento in this corner. Okay, that's all our stamping done. So we're going to colour our people in. So let's start with our man on the inside, and he's going to be done in what colour is this? Crumb cake. So he's getting a crumb cake hat and jacket. And pants. And oh, he's getting a early espresso cap edge here, and his collar and cuff and his shoes. He's then going to get the smoky slate hair. Well, he is retired after all, and beard. Oh, moustache. Okay, and then we're going to use the red one for the flag, which is real red. I'm just going to use a bit of pear pizzazz for the grass around here. And petal pink in my markers just to do his face. Okay, ooh, looks a bit sunburned, but there you go. Okay, so that's him done. Let's do all their faces and arms while I've got the petal pink here. So this is not going to take too long. There isn't that much colouring in to do. Okay, her arms and her face. Oops, let's do her glasses. And her hands and face. Oh, no, that's not legs. Okay, so that's all the hands and faces. So let's going to do the camera in the grey. And then his shirt in the, oops, wrong end. In the little flower things on his shirt in red. And I will do his glasses in red as well. But I'll use the other end because it's narrower. So I just hope my head's not in the picture. I don't think it is. And the rest of his shirt will be in crushed curry. And he can have brown pants. It's grey hair as well. Okay, and then we just need a blue hat. And then I'm using balmy blue for this hat. So that's him done. So we're going to put her hair in the blue. So we're going to use balmy blue for her hair. Because some older ladies like to have the blue rinse put through their hair. So this one is going to have balmy blue rinse through her hair. She's going to get a Highland Heather flower and a Highland Heather dress. And then I've just used the pear pizzazz just to put some, this is like grass here, so I just put some like little tufts of grass around on the bottom. And then we have one more and she gets done. She has a nice, I think this is Flirty Flamingo, and that's the colour of her dress. Wear the matching hat. She has a nice melon mango flower, and glasses. And I don't know if they're a string of pearls or what around her neck. I've got her to do her neck there. So, and she gets grey hair. And a nice purple band on her. And just her bags get done in crushed curry. Oh my goodness, crumb cake. Crushed curry. Okie dokie, that one's on wheels. Right. Okay, so that's ours done. So let's start putting this all together. Let's start by putting this onto here. So we'll cut this down here like so. Drop down the floor. Hang on. And a little bit more of that edge there. And we're going to stick a bit of on the back. And if we stick him on here where we want him, we can then trim it up to match. There we go, so that's all trimmed up, ready to go. We're going to pop our insert in. This is a very quick and easy card to do. There's our insert. And then we're going to pop our 3 pictures onto our 3 panels. Come on, stand still, panel. So that one's a bit of a wonky one, wasn't it? Let's try it this way. Oh, come on, don't stick there. That's better. Let's see if I can get that one off. Yep, hadn't stuck yet, so oops. Okay, that's all of them stuck on that one. I don't like either, but I don't. Oh yes, I can get that one off too. That was not stuck down properly yet either. Okay, so now they'll be all stuck nice and tight. And we're going to just pop some foam pads on the back of these, all of these. And we're going to put some small ones on the back of this one. Oh, not those ones, wrong ones. I do have a few of the dimensions, but I like the bigger pads. Now, with our front of our card, we're going to just position these where we want them. So we want this lady at the top, this lady at the bottom, and the man in the middle. And what angle you want them on. Do you want that one back there and these ones this way? I think I like them that way. So I'm going to put them on there like so. So I'm starting with the one at the bottom. And I'm going to position her about there. Excuse me, Got a bit of a frog in my throat today. And this one at the top, about the same distance. And then the other one in the middle. We're going to pop him over this way a bit, so we're going to make sure he's sort of central. Over a bit more. That's that. Let's move them out of the way. We're going to pop this Happy Retirement on the front here on an angle, and I like it. Let's see. I think I'm going to put him up here this time, or should I put him back down here? I think up here this time. Okay, that's on there like that. We're going to pop a bit of Winker Stella on their hair. She's got beautiful shiny hair. Make sure that hasn't got any on there, and on his camera. And then on her hair and flower, and on her bags. Maybe on the doing that because I don't want the red to leak across. Okay, so that's today's card, and that was the card we did it from. As you can see, it looks virtually the same. She's got more hearts, and she's at the top and bottom. Other than that, they're exactly the same card. Well, what do you think? I think I used yellow there, and I used the Mango Melody there. So I love it. I think it's cute, and it's just gorgeous. So there you go. That's this week's card. It was a pretty quick one this week, so I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you would like the written tutorial for this card, you will find that on my Facebook group, which is called Dies Dem for Stamping, Crafting and Tutorials. I post that on the same day that this goes live, so on the same day, and it stays on the site. So if it's free to join, it is a closed group, but if you would like to join, just send me a request and I will get back to you within 24 hours, unless I'm incapacitated in some way. But other than that, it's usually within 24 hours. And all the tutorials up to date, up to this date, will be on the site. So when I post these, I post the tutorial the same day. So at the same time. So these go live at 8 AM on a Sunday morning, South Australian time. So, and the same with the tutorial, goes live the same time. So hope to see you around, and I hope you've enjoyed my tutorial. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love a few thumbs up or a few comments, or if you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. I don't really mind, because you know, criticism is criticism, and if you don't like my cards, well, that's fine by me. Okay, so bye for now.